aliens. Jalen Carter, okay, because we have not gotten enough to Jalen Carter, and then Zack Baun. Zack Baun has become a super fan favorite in this city, right? Now, I think if we're being honest, Jalen Carter is the best player on the defense.
Absolutely.
That's no shot at Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, Slay. That's not a shot at anybody else. But he became the best player. But Carter is not the fan favorite that Baun is. Baun has truly become the fan favorite. We also now have somebody on hold where we're going to have to check their honesty in just a little while. But we'll get to that.
My goodness.
All right. Like we were talking about aliens, right? Now Carter's like the alien. But as far as the fans go, they love Baun. And I'm not telling anybody not to love him. I want to make this clear. Here's a question, though, for you, Ricky Bo, because you've played here. You know what it's like to be a player in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Why do you think people gravitated so strongly to Zack Baun more than basically everybody else?
Blue collar just does his job. I mean, in all honesty, he goes out there, he does his job.
Because he overachieved.
Was it because he was an underdog? Because it came from nowhere? Because he's an underdog?
I would say more, yes, in a sense, because he changed positions more or less under Vic Fangio.
Yeah.
He moved them. Vic Fangio told everybody that this was going to be a good move for him, and everybody paid attention. And I think when that happens, and then all of a sudden he starts opening up eyes, and everybody starts talking to him. Hey, by the way, I will say this much. 3-4 games in, people weren't chattering about him yet.
You were the first game. You were like, man, if he keeps this up.
Yeah, I was going crazy after the first game.
Right, but I don't think everybody else was. I think everybody else looks at that as a blip. It wasn't a blip, though, because he continued to do it. And when that happens, I think you have no choice but to jump on this guy's bandwagon.
But why is he more beloved than Carter, Sweat, Slay?
He's in a flashy.
He's in a bigger position. He's in a
bigger position of need for the Eagles.
Yes.
Corner was the
I think
I
because
disagree. I feel like
I know why.
When I look at Bradbury, corner was a even bigger area need because it's a more important position.
Because Morrow and Cunningham sucked last year.
That's what I think it is. It was because those guys, and I think it's easy to see tackles.
Absolutely.
Yes,
There's nothing nuanced about linebacker a lot of times.
By the way, I want you to
see the ball and get the ball.
I want you to think about something. What's one thing after almost every game last year, wins and losses, we were always talking about? Missed tackles. And how many times did Nick say, we're working on it during practice? It's not something you work on. It's something you have or you don't.
It's the talent.
Now when you see Baun in there, you don't see any missed tackles. You see him wrapping up and drilling guys.
Yes.
Kobe, too.
Yeah, and Nakobe Dean is absolutely.
Yes, Nakobe has been very good this year.
Yes, here on the Fanatic, WPEN and WPEN HD1, Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, broadcasting live from the Comcast Business Studio, powering possibilities. And the 3 o'clock hour is also brought to you by Corporally's Bakery and Deli. World-famous tomato pie and hoagie party trays, every bit as good. We'll have Nick Sirianni's press conference around 3:15 today, the last one of the regular season, and the first one where he'll look ahead to the postseason.
He might be in a bad mood.
The question's going to be whether or not they feel like talking about the concussion protocol yet, because they don't need to yet. They don't need to.
By the way, everybody's got to stop. They cannot take him out of concussion protocol until he practices.
So that's what I'm saying. And they weren't going to play him last week, so it didn't make sense to take him out of concussion protocol.
I love people taking this bait.
And a lot of people have taken that bait, but we'll see if he says that. Now here's a question, and I'm going to ask this, and it's an uncomfortable question.
Oh, great.
Does the love for Baun also, is it at all correlated with the love for DeJean? Meaning, usually when people think about football players in the city of Philadelphia, they think of a certain hue.
Now,
and they're from a lighter hue.
Does that
play a role at all?
I'm going to tell you something why I say no to this. Because I put Quinyon Mitchell and I put Cooper DeJean in the same boat.
Fans don't.
That's my boat.
Fans like Cooper DeJean way more, and they like.
I don't know if I would say way more.
I would.
I don't know if I would say way more.
Okay.
I put him in the same boat.
I think Quignon and Cooper are almost the same boat, but Cooper has that.
And I put Baun and Nakobe Dean. I put them in the same boat. I don't put them in the other boat.
Nakobe Dean is never talked about.
He's not talking about.
Nakobe Dean
I
is
put him
never
in as
talked
much as
about.
Baun.
And Nakobe Dean has the green dot.
Actually, I can't say that.
About.
I think I put him in the boat with Jalen Carter.
It's just interesting. I mean, yeah,
I'm just asking.
Probably does have so much to do with it.
Somebody brought it up to me, so I thought I'd have the bravery to ask.
I think it more so has to do with the lacking of the position last year, and then also the fact that he wasn't expected to be this good, and you know how people get when.
I still have nightmares of seeing number 41 running back.
I have nightmares about Bradbury too.
He's still on IR.
Mitchell's a gigantic upgrade.
You don't even put him on the field and he gets called for a foul.
That was
personal foul.
Bradbury, I got nightmares too. When we update the Twitter poll, I'll just wonder. Because someone texted me and brought this up, and I don't want to do anything to, rattle anybody.
Well, we're getting text on why they think, which is good. We're getting some.
All right, well, people will react to it. Our word of the day postseason. I mean, he is an important player going forward. Let's go to the text messages before we and then in 1 second, we'll have a person who claims they're Nostradamus.
Okay, this person texted and said, Zack Baun is liked because he is like the 2024 version of Vince Papale.
See? Okay. That's that. I mean, he's much better.
Yeah.
But I hear what you're saying, that it's the underdog thing.
Yes, it is. I think it is the underdog thing, that he was not expected to be this good.
That's it.
But that's not what Vic Fangio said.
No, Fangio believed in him all along.
He was going to be good.
Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. He thought he was the best out of the group. Out of the position group. Yeah, all
along. He did think that
this whole underdog thing in this city lately. I don't know.
It's a big thing.
Yeah.
Now, I want to continue this conversation, but I cannot let another moment pass.
No.
Bill in North Philly, you're on 97.5 for that.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
How are you doing is the question.
Yeah.
I'm good, man.
Okay.
I'm good. Hey, I was just listening to your show, the last caller you had. He said he predicted that he would have 2,000 yards. I had that prediction also.
Who did you tell, Bill?
Why? Because of our offensive line.
No, Bill. Bill. I believe. No.
Let me finish.
Hold on, Bill. No, you can't. I asked a specific question, Bill. The question we have to start with, Bill, is who did you tell your prediction to before the season started? Who did you tell?
I told it to a person that's a coach of a football team, coached a lot of players. I said, Coach, this man's going to have 2,000 yards. And why? Is because our offensive line is much better than New York's, because New York, he was getting stopped in the backfield like maybe 45, 50% of the time. And with offensive line, our running backs was getting stopped in the backfield 20, 25% of the time. So,
Bill, his career high was 1,312 yards. You mean to tell me, Bill, that you told the coach? Well, what's this coach's name?
His name is Coach. That's what I call him.
All right, Coach. You told him he was going to have 700 more yards by coming here and stay 100% healthy when he has not stayed 100% healthy in years. So you knew not only was he going to be good in the games that he played, you knew he was going to be perfectly healthy.
This is what I said. If he stay healthy, so that's what I said to Coach. That's right. You got to stay healthy. I said, Coach, if he stay healthy, this boy's going to bust 2,000 yards.
All right, thanks for the call, Bill. Now, here's a question. Forget me, because I know what people think. Oh, Ty, you're a jerk. Ricky, do you believe that before the season, he was telling people that he was going for 2,000?
No.
I think you could have asked a question.
Because I've told you before, we've had almost like half a shows that we were talking about what we expected of him, and I think we may have gotten to the highest around 1,500.
I was going
to say, because we actually did give our predictions.
Right, and we took everybody's predictions. Text messages, we got hundreds of text messages. Nobody was saying. 610-632-0975. Listen, we love you. And we love that he had 2,000. But to now, I bet you also knew Sixth Sense. You knew Usual Suspects, the end of the movies. You just knew stuff.
You knew Shutter Island.
Right.
You knew the ending.
Anyway, coming up, 610-632-0975. We'll have Nick Sirianni's press conference, hopefully sometime in the next segment. If not, it'll also be coming on a little bit later in this hour. And we're going to continue to talk about how the Eagles got to this point as they enter the postseason here on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching our YouTube. If you want to help us out, go ahead and like and subscribe for us. If you liked what you saw, go right over here to our playlists and pick out whatever you want to watch.